Welcome back, and thanks for sticking with us tonight, Delmarva. A Frankford man has been charged with first-degree murder stemming from a November death investigation. 38-year-old Jeremiah Handy, who you see there on your screen, is accused of driving his vehicle into Gabriel Dorman and another man who were driving down a road on a four-wheeler. Now, both men were thrown from the vehicle, and Dorman was pronounced dead at the scene. The other victim was taken to the hospital with life-threatening injuries. Handy was arrested at his home in Frankfurt on top of the murder charge. He's also facing attempted murder along with several other charges as well. Meanwhile, in Dover, police have made an additional arrest for a homicide that took place on Thanksgiving Day back in 2022. 23-year-old Khalil Pedden was identified by investigators as an additional suspect in the shooting in early November. Now, he was taken into custody by police this week and is facing a first-degree murder charge along with other charges stemming from his alleged involvement in that murder. Pedden is being held at the Sussex Correctional Institute on a $1 million cash bail. Well, in Millsboro, a fire caused an estimated $250,000 in damages. The flames broke out at a home on the 32,000th block of Robin Hood's Loop around 11 a.m. on Friday. The Delaware State Fire Marshal's office found that the cause of the fire was accidental in nature and actually originated from a riding lawnmower that was parked in the garage. Now, thankfully, no one was injured. Well, Delmarva, it's time for Fugitive Friday. Keep in mind, the individuals you are about to see are presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. The Wicomico County Sheriff's Office is looking for the following individuals. Makai Holbrook, wanted for violation of probation on charges of firearm possession and fraud. Vernon Harris, wanted for failure to appear for a violation of probation hearing on CDS possession charges. James Kirby, wanted for failure to appear on theft and theft scheme charges. And finally, Scott Ferris, wanted for second and fourth degree burglary and theft. If you know where any of these individuals are, you are urged to contact Crime Solvers. That number is 410-548-1776. And to see more wanted individuals across Delmarva, just head to our website, click the Fugitive Friday tab. You can even submit tips on any suspect anonymously. Well, the Maryland Lower Shore delegation met today at the Southern Delmarva Economic Forecast Conference to discuss priorities for the 2024 legislative session. Lawmakers are set to return to Annapolis in January for the 90-day-long session. Big talking points for the delegation were juvenile crime, green energy, and workforce development. Delegate Wayne Hartman tells us another focus will be getting more tourism dollars here on the shore.
Tourism has a great investment. Tourism, for every dollar the state spends on tourism, we realize about $31 back. So, that's something that we have to educate and advocate for. The tourism is kind of the advertising part of it. If you think of a business, your sales force is the tourism, and your economic development, is another part of it. The two go hand in hand. We can't have one without the other.
Now, Delegate Hartman also anticipates a deficit in the state's budget of billions of dollars by 2026, which will make getting those tourism dollars a challenge. Moving on here, Big Brothers Big Sisters of the Eastern Shore partnering with the Ocean City Golf Club for a charity event. The golf tournament is this Saturday, and Big Brothers Big Sisters isn't the only nonprofit that'll be benefiting from the event. Toys for Tots will also be receiving gift donations at that tournament as well. Event organizer Kate Maloney says she looks forward to the event because it'll help bring the community together for a great cause.
We're holding the golf tournament here, and they're going to have all kinds of items here also. If they're not in the tournament, they can still come by. There's going to be a lot of auction items.
Yeah, so make sure you tune in for our weather updates to see what the forecast is looking like ahead of that tournament. And speaking of the weather, our chief meteorologist, Rich Werdzik, is standing by to take a look at that full forecast. Rich?
And I'm still awake with everybody here. Thanks for staying with us late tonight. Let's talk about earlier today. The rain moved in after what was just generally a cloudy and dry but mild day. Selbyville out of Sussex County, a bit wet there as we got past sunset. That's meteorologist Eric Alf, by the way, that was out with the Mobile Weather Center. Kind of that look all weekend long is what I expect. If the sun comes out, I don't expect it to come out much, but we're going to have a lot of dry time. There will be some times of more showers like we're seeing here, the leftovers of the wet weather at the boardwalk and Ocean City East Coast plumbing. sky cam, by the way, with that, a live look in Ocean City. But man, is it mild out there. 61 out in Ocean City, 59 in Wallops, 50 in Cambridge. So really, you go to the other side of Delmarva, it's a little cooler, but still these numbers are considered mild for this time of the year. 48 in Easton, Dover at 49. But the overall outlook going into tomorrow is to continue with this above average setup. And today we were in the low 60s in some areas. Tomorrow I expect this all to be in the low and in some cases mid 60s. So rain has just moved off the coast here. You see a couple showers off to the south and west. But I think we're done with the rain here for tonight. But the mild air will continue to flow in. So I don't expect our lows tonight really to drop off much. Everyone's going to be hanging out in the low 50s. See a lot of rain developing along the coast, the Gulf Coast. There is even some severe weather down there, but no major storm system that's going to bring that type of weather anywhere close to us. We'll just have these pockets of showers developing on and off here as we go through the weekend. There's a cold front that right now is stalled out. Eventually that comes through on Monday and brings us back to reality a little bit with our temperatures. But through tonight into tomorrow morning, in fact, we'll take you all the way to tomorrow afternoon. Showers starting to build back to the south. I still think in Salisbury, Ocean City, over to Cambridge here at sunset, we're fine. But some of that rain will move in after sunset. So on and off showers through the night. Then we go into Sunday, kind of same idea, a couple showers coming through at one point in the afternoon. Relatively light and scattered. I think on Sunday there could even be some spots that don't see any rain. And then we go into Monday and eventually that cold front that I showed you on the satellite radar, that eventually kicks through and we'll get into some drier weather. 48 to 53 tonight, so those of you who are right now in the upper 50s might settle down a little bit. Those of you who are already around 50, probably not going to move much. Early shower, and then we go just mostly cloudy. Tomorrow, cloudy skies. Again, it's going to look like it wants to rain all day. It won't until later in the day. Showers arrive at that point. A Brazier's Carbon Care dog walking forecast. That isn't too bad. Green pause up till about 2 o'clock. Then we'll get into that chance for showers south to north. Say hi to Lucy Lou. Thank you, Hugh, for that photo there. Saturday's forecast for the marine standpoint there for the Atlantic, Chesapeake, Delaware. Not bad. Let's go to the 7-day here, and we take a look at sunshine returning into early next week. That's when the temperatures drop. Next chance for a shower comes Wednesday. I'll have more with my final weather coming up, but we've got more DSI coming up on the other side of the break. Stay with us.